Hi, I'm Not Yet Dead, and welcome back to Train Sim World 2. We're on Nahverkehr Dresden, is it? Yeah. And I thought we'd do a bit of freight. I've got this service at 12:33 in the afternoon because, well, it's roughly 12:33 in the afternoon, and obviously we're in January. And we're going to do, we're using the BR185.5 from Dresden to Röderau. I've just done the training. It's been a while since I've driven this train, so fingers crossed will be reet. Anyway, first thing we need to do, are we all set up? Well, we've got power. Looks like we are energized, which was a debatable question, but we'll close that just to be sure. Looks like we'll put CIFA on. Headlights aren't set up correctly though, so let's do that. Blah blah, auto, yep, that's fine. I don't think that'll be on, but we'll release it just in case. Let's do that. I've got a new keyboard, so I'm very likely to make some mistakes. Right, put that handle in. It's quite. I've got a keyboard and mouse set actually, which works incredibly well. I'm very impressed. I don't really need the desk light on unless it's. Oh, actually, maybe I do. That goes quite dark, doesn't it? Instrument lights on. Signal lights, headlights reduced. Blah 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 blah. Good. Oh, what I will want though is AFB, because I do like the old AFB. It's always quite fun. Sorry, RFB. I knew what I meant. Right. I am going to try and do a lot of this with keyboard. I'm trying to get used to the keyboard controls. Now I've got a proper full-size keyboard, but there's obviously a very high probability that in occasions that could mean I do it wrong. Why aren't we going anywhere? What's going on? I've clearly got power. Why are we not moving? I check. Oh, because I put AFB on, sorry. My bad. What we at? 60. Doofus. That should be it, right? Please tell me that's it. What's going on? We're not moving. Why aren't we moving? Well, we are on. We've got power, so I shouldn't do that. That surely didn't need me to press the battery button. Or is that because I've just switched it off? Let's do that again then, shall we? That shouldn't make any difference. I'm very confused. I do hate it when you come into one of these and you just can't figure out why it won't start. Brake selector, that should make a difference. Pantograph is in auto, so that's fine. So release the throttle. Blah, blah. We've still got power. We've still got the circuit breaker closed. Well, frankly, we've done everything else. But we've got the reverser in. I mean, that's everything I had to do for the training. So, frankly, we've got brakes. The brakes are all charged. They're all good. Oh well, let's try it again, shall we? Uppercut. I wonder if there's. Oh no, here we go. Maybe. Oh, is it one of these magic ones that only releases the brakes when you... But that wasn't it a minute ago. Oh, well, anyway. We got going. Very odd. Anyway, like I say, new keyboard. I'm going to try very hard. The one thing I'm slightly disappointed, so I got a keyboard and mouse set. All goes through one dongle. I was rather hoping that it might mean we'd have some mouse controls so I can use the interactive controls, but sadly, it doesn't, which is a bit of a shame. But hey-ho, there you go. But yeah, so it does mean I just need to use the right stick on the controller to do anything else. But I'm going to try and use the keyboard as much as I can. Obviously, when we're doing camera flybys and all that kind of jazz, we could probably put a bit of power on, couldn't we really? Then I'll need to use the revert to using the controller a little bit. But I have figured out if you get it nice and level, the arrow keys are great for moving the camera around. You just can't turn it. You can go front, back, side to side. I need to do some research and see if there's a way that I can sort of rotate the camera using the keyboard. That would be ideal. But I don't think there is. Anyway, enough chat. I've not done a recording for a while. Been a bit about recording, to be honest. I'm not doing farming stuff at this point in time. I may or may not do it again in the future. It just didn't seem to be that popular. So, but the train stuff seems to be doing okay. It's better than the farming stuff. So we'll still do some training, and I like recording the trains. I like talking while I'm doing it. It's kind of fun. So we'll do this occasionally. I don't know how often. Probably not that often. I'm about to start a new job, which will take some time. Right. Anyway, enough chat. Now I need to remember, so we're coming up on a speed limit change, is it? Yeah, that one, okay. Good, those are the buttons to increase and decrease the old cruise control, or AFB speed, which is awesome. Let's max out throttle, why the heck not? Green signals, we've got to go via, I think this will be a non-stop job. It's only 34 minutes long, so it should be a nice length for a video. And yeah, I've been umming around with some freight on this line for a while. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do that. I've been, say, wanting to like trains, but the problem is I always go, oh, but what shall I do? There's so much to choose from. Right, just waiting for the train to go through. But I thought, yep, we'll do a bit of freight on Nahverkehr Dresden. So I'm about to blast through Dresden Mitte track. I do feel that some things you get a bit extra control over. Oh, we're about to come back down again, so that was a bit daft. Some things you get a bit extra control over when you're on keyboard. Some things you get a bit extra control when you're go via location at Weißiglosenhain, something. Oh, went over the speed limit. AFB not overly responsive. Brakes not desperately good on this train, I was finding out from the training, so I need to bear that in mind, especially as we get faster. Sorry, missed one. I'd done quite well up until that point. I still need to figure out PZB and all that kind of jazz. I must start practicing with that a little bit. Right, we're going back up. Let's go to 80 again. Let's do a little flyby, shall we? Whoa, long old train. Okay, so it's 34 kilometres to our next go via. Right, okay. I do love this. Wow, that's an interesting building. What on earth is that up there? The old dome on the top. All right, thank you. Sorry, I'm distracted. How interesting. Yeah, I love this map. It's awesome. Right, because if I now do that, we should be able to do this. See what I mean? I can't rotate the camera. I should have done this. Yeah, I got it. All good. So yeah, we can, nice thing being we can now just mess around with the cameras. Have a bit of fun. That's awesome. Ooh, we need a screenshot, don't we? Let's have a look. This should be a good place for a screenshot. So right, 100 meters, we get to increase the old AFB. Wait for the entire train to come through there. I can see the signal gantry, so that should help me guess where that's going to be. Though actually, to be honest, oh yep, here we go. Any second now. Boom. Let's go. Look at that. Cute. Swapping. Actually, that's not too bad. Slightly different again, because I've changed keyboard. It's a slightly different setup. 150. There's no way this train can do 150. What's its max speed? 140. Okay. Fine. Well, let's at least do 140 then, eh? Because that's what it can do. But it'll take a very long time to stop. so need to keep a really close eye on signals. Hopefully we'll be alright. And watch out for any yellows and stuff. Double yellows and all that kind of thing. No. Signal up my mate. Oh, he's pulling the tankers, that's cool. Where is that? Yeah, there it is. Actually, that's not bad. I was also figuring yeah, so that's doing it with the old sort of shift function on the control. Actually works quite well for the horn. I was quite impressed with that. I took a bit getting used to, but actually it works really well once you've sorted it. Can't open the window, shame. Well, you can. Well, hey, let's get a bit of noise. Let's have some noise. Can't get the... Doesn't make the horn sound any louder, but never mind. Right, let's have a look out. I really struggled to get this just right. There we go. That's a good shot too. Like that. Right, what else have we got going on? 2 kilometres is the next green signal, 29 kilometres to go. Awesome. Yeah, so I took a break from the videos a little bit. They seem to go really quiet over Christmas. I was away, but I was releasing them fairly regularly. But the train ones, yeah, they did catch up a little bit in the end, but the farming done. So I mean, I know there'll be, if I ask the question, I know there'll be some people who will say, no, do the farming. So I'm actually not going to, but I may, I don't know, I'm taking a break from it for now. That said, I sort of felt I was getting a bit, samey, the farming stuff. Which is ironic, given now I'm driving a train, and really driving a train is driving a train. And I wonder if just the enthusiasm for it was waning a little, but actually I've got really back into it now that I'm just playing it just for me. I've restarted Elm Creek, and I'm having a great time. Restarted it because I wanted to do it on the PS4 version so I could use my side panel. And of course we've now had Calmsden come out, and of course I'm still moving on No Man's Land. I do occasionally stream on Twitch on No Man's Land. I've done 2, I think, so far. So if that interests you, that might be a place to find me doing a bit of farming. I may yet do some videos on here on farming. I don't know. Just not right now. I'm just enjoying playing it for me. Anyway, enough of the psychoanalysis. Ooh, speed reduction in 2 kilometres, still under green signals. Such is the relief. Just keep an eye out, about to go through another. Yeah, Seaforth's keeping me busy, that's for sure. Do like a bit of AFB. Okay, all good. Okay, so 1.2 kilometres. So what's the route look like? Well, it's quite twisty actually. So that 34 as the crow flies is going to be a little bit longer. Oh, hang on. Try and catch this one. There we go. No worries. For some reason we're still losing power. Not 100% sure why. We don't have a red box. Or is it just it takes a really long time to come back on again? Yeah, it does. It takes a really long time for it to come back on again. That's going to lose us a little bit of time, sadly. But nowhere near as much time as we lost at the start. Okay, that was already switched off, that's good. Still on the old green signals. Clear that. Accidentally pressed number 1 to pick us back in cab, but that's okay. Seems like a good time to do that. How are these in oh no, I do prefer the darker way. Dark contrast. It's quite cool. I like the fact you can actually switch them individually. Won't even do anything. No, it doesn't look like it. What else can we play with? Ooh, blind. I do like a blind. Not that it's really necessary. It's nice to do this in January. It's still greenish. Not too bad. I suppose I could have changed the settings a little bit. We could have done it in a bit of snow or something. That said, I think on the new route that I bought, this one, the next scenario is actually in snow. So maybe I'll do that one sooner rather than later, so that we get a little bit of get it while it's sort of seasonal, you know. Actually, service mode stuff, I quite like the fact it just does it. You're doing it in the current month you're in. I could tweak the settings. It could be a bit of snow, a little bit of frost, or a little bit rainy or windy or whatever, but it's fine as it is. It's okay. Okay, 2.2 kilometres and we're back up to 140. We're still not back up to 130 though yet. It's taking some time. It's a big long train. It must be really heavy, which actually, of course, we can check. Yeah, right. It's 779 tons. I'll give it that. Which also means we need to plan very much for when we need to stop, because that's going to take some stopping. Quite a lot of stopping, actually. If you like the black, I think it looks really cool. Got it. Yeah, I heard. Right, 140 and 400 metres, but then 400 metres plus the length of the train, which is how long? 311 metres, okay. Good. That's a good thing to know. So when we're 311.3 metres towards the next signal, we'll know how far. Ooh, 120, we're dropping down again. Only enough time. Yep, we're fine. Nice. Perfect. I do love this route. It's so good. I have to say I'm very tempted by the new German route. It looks really good, but I've got so much train stuff to do. I didn't get it release day. It's fine. Sometimes I get lucky if I buy a new route. I get good view numbers, but not always. And I've got so much stuff to do on here at the moment. I'll wait. Still got quite a lot of backlog to get through of stuff that I'd already put on the channel. Need to catch up with since you know, when I moved up to the new version, because I couldn't bring my progress across. But I've done some of it already. Do some more of it. There's a few things I'm slightly dreading. The first major 2-hour run on Sandpatch, and all of the shunting that I did in the yard for Sandpatch. I've got to do all that again. Well, I don't have to, I kind of want to. The first, I've got a couple of longish runs on Clinchfield to do. I have done the first one. I've got a couple more to do, and the other one that I got, that big American route, which also, the first route is like, the first run's like an hour and a half, hour and 40 minutes or something. It's really long. I've got a lot of long stuff to do. Actually, I did keep thinking as well, there's a, if I find an odd hour at some point, I might record it. There's the next scenario I've got, well, technically I'm not sure it's a scenario as such, on oh, whatever it's called, the American rush hour route, Boston Sprinter, that's it. Actually also has a bit of shunting to put a train together, and then you pull it somewhere, and it takes about an hour. And I thought, actually, might record some, skip some, record some, skip some, kind of, and piece it together. But I thought that'd be quite a fun one to do, actually, quite interesting. So yeah, I might have a look at that. Beissig bei Großenheim. I'm assuming that's what the B stands for. Right, let's go back up to 160 and 1.8. All good. If I get lucky, not quite level, but actually not too bad.
Sifa.
So it's a shame that you can't. I'm not aware that there's a way to rotate the camera with your keyboard. I'll have to check. I don't think so, because of course on PC that's what you do on the mouse. I have actually just got. Oh, that's very cool. I like that. That's a long train too. That's a very long train. Grief, that's even longer than this one. Wow. I'll see that service at some point. Look at the size of it. Whoa. Why am I driving over? How come I'm driving? Oh, because it's going downhill. Sorry. My bad. Let's concentrate what we're doing then. Let's cut the brake off a little bit. There we go. Oh right, we can go faster now anyway, so that's all good. Yeah, so I've recently got myself a Steam account, and I started playing Euro Truck Simulator 2, ETS2, and it's awesome, and I love it. And if I had a more powerful laptop, I'd probably be figuring out a way to record it so that I could put it on the channel. But I don't. I'm using my wife's laptop, and I can't. It has the capacity to play it at reasonable quality, not really high quality, but reasonable quality. And it's certainly very playable. Yeah, it certainly doesn't have the capacity for me to record it at the time, capture it at the same time. So, but I may. At some point, if I do, I'm in an about getting myself a gaming laptop. So if I do, I may think about starting to put it on the channel because it's kind of cool. I love that game. I bought a massive load of the packs. The route packs. So I've got all but one of the current route packs. There's another one coming out. And my aim is that ultimately I'll play it with Pro Mods, but I do need a more powerful laptop to do that. But yes, so of course then I noticed that of course Train Sim World is also in Steam. Very tempting, but I don't need it. It's, you know, if I get a really decent laptop, it might graphically look slightly better, and it would mean that interactive controls just become a lot easier, because it's just a bit easier to do it with the mouse, I think, than do it with the old controller. But it's doable, and it's fine. But yeah, I was like, ooh, yes, that's it, that's it. No. And it's slightly cheaper, I think. Actually, I don't know if the packs are cheaper, the route add-ons. But obviously the main game is much cheaper. The games are so much cheaper on PC, it's ridiculous. Wow, so we're nearly only 6.9 kilometers from our go via. Then we've got probably about the same again to then get to our destination. I figured this would be fun, just to blast along the route with some freight, all kinds of fun. Right, 3.1 kilometers, we're going to come down to 130. I guess there might be a gradual decrease in speed, but I do need to think about how long it's going to take me to slow down. But we are going uphill now and actually struggling to keep going, which is interesting. We're actually losing speed. You know what I should do? This reminds me of it's slightly rolling, and we need to do the French high-speed Marseille Avignon route. It's fantastic. I've only done one on there so far. There you go. Now we're going downhill. Sorry, just having a sip of water. So now I need to be aware, very aware. And actually I'll bring the speed down anyway because we are dropping down to 130. And it won't take us long to cover that 1,000 meters at the speed we're doing. Right, we've got a yellow signal. So actually I'm going to wash a bit more speed off because that always makes me nervous. So it needs to be 120 by the next signal. That's why we're at yellow, so I'm going to take it down to 100 just in case. I'd be surprised if there's a red coming up, but let's not risk it. There we go. Let's leave it at that for a minute and see what happens at the next signal. It might just be a yellow as well. It might just be warning us because we're coming in. But it might mean that suddenly we have to slam all the brakes on and slow down. We've got a 1B just because we're going downhill. Is that enough for us to maintain speed? Yeah. Back to 1A. It's washing off a little bit too much speed. Still washing off a little bit too much speed, so release the brakes a minute. Right, there's our yellow. Next is a red. So I'm going to severely slow us down. I hope it's enough. Actually, yeah, no, we're okay. Plenty. Right, I'm just going to let it roll. And we'll see what happens. So this is what, just as a red signal just before I go via. It might just be there's some traffic on the line. Let's see, can we see anything? Yeah, there is a train coming through, so I wonder if that was actually on our line in front of us. But that's okay. We're doing freight. Oh, it's another freight train. We're doing freight, so we're not in a rush. See if that clears or not, if there's something else. Yeah, we'll brake a bit more. Just check, didn't think so. It's worth asking. We'll just float towards it. Bit loud, isn't it? We've got a slight downhill gradient at 0.5. But we're going to stop anyway, because we were that slow. Gravity wasn't going to keep us going. We could inch. Oh, there we go, it's gone green. I was going to say we could inch towards it, but it's gone green anyway. So that's all right. Right, so let's knock AFB down, or RFB. And let's go. So, any sign of any more signals against us on the way in? We're about to find out our route actually, and it might take us across at some point, so we need to be aware of that. No, no signals for a long time. There's a train in front of us, we've caught someone up, that's why. Which, you know, if there's passenger trains that are stopping at stations, is hardly surprising. Right, go via location Nahverkehr, platform 5. Which, well, duh, because that's the next station on the line and there isn't anywhere else we can go. So the go via, I feel, is a little unnecessary, but alright. Now, there is a red signal in front of us. Struggling a bit with the old wheel slippage because we're going downhill. Quite surprised about that. Now I do find, what was I playing the other day? Oh yeah, I was on the original German route with the silver train. Oh God, I can't remember what it's called now. That one, anyway. The original back at Train Sim World back in 20. What was that? 5-6 years ago? Oh my goodness. Yeah, real problems with traction. And it doesn't, to the extent of which it feels buggy, because it's not even consistent, which I thought was a bit weird. Take another train out on the same route and it's absolutely fine. It's just the original train that goes with it. I mean, alright, so fine, if I whap it up to 10 and it's really slow, sure, it's going to struggle, but you can't even brake, put full brakes on below about 20 and you'll start to slip, and then of course you have to release the brakes, which screws you up, and then it was just a nightmare, so I actually gave up, I stopped playing it. And it's a really tight timetable as well. We didn't help. Anyway, enough wittering. Just reminded me. I do love this route. It's so good. It looks so good. I don't know what everybody else thinks, but for me, it, you know, feels like it's been a major step up. And I think of the last 3 routes, the rush hour 3 routes, I think Nahverkehr is the best one of them. Right, 4 kilometres, we've got a 60. Oh, look. Express train. An ICE. Not going particularly fast, but there you go. Awesome. So I'm actually going to cut the power. Stop at location in 3.8 kilometres. We've got to be at 60 in 2.7, so that's okay. I think it makes sense to just take it easy. We're not in a particular rush. We'll just start bringing the speed down a little bit. It's not going to take that long to cover that 2.2 kilometres now, when we're doing over 100 kilometres an hour. I'll wind it in a little bit as we start to slow down, because obviously it will take more time to cover the same distance, fairly obviously. Sorry, my bad. Got a yellow again. Just a little bit of brake. Start slowing us down. And as we come into Röderau, I assume, ish, then we'll get back in cab so we can see what's going on trackside. Right now, it's just nice to see the train. But yeah, I think of the 3 rush hour routes, I think this is the best looking one. I think they all look really good, and I think the standard of routes is just, it's massively gone up recently. And I do really, really like the look of that new one. I think it looks fantastic. There we go, we can have a little bit of throttle just to keep us at that 60. Right, let's see what's going on. See what's going on. Röderau are actually about doing some purely time-lapse farming, or even train, if that's what people are interested in. So purely time-lapse, no chat, no my inane ramblings, just the music. If that might be of interest, let me know, because I could do that. If I think it's going to be, if you're going to watch it and be interested, then I'll do it. That's fine by me. I'm playing the game anyway, and actually doing something like that. I've got an idea of where I might be able to get some interesting music from. So if that's of interest, I'll see if I can sort that out. Ooh. Break. Actually, yeah, because we're coming up on our stop. That'd be why. Oh, cool! I want to do the one with the cars. Maybe we'll do that next. I can figure out which service that is. We go and chuck that bloke out of his seat. We'll figure out which service it is. Maybe we'll do that next. Right, I slightly over-egged that, didn't I? Look at that. Cool. Whoa, and that's a long train. Wow. I did do a train one. Was it on Main Space Art Barn? I did a train one. A car carrying one recently. I think it was Main Space Art. Sorry, nearly sneezed. Beg your pardon. That's a humongous train. I mean, that's crazy. Oh yeah, we need to figure out how to do that one. Let's have a look. Where are we at? 100 meters to stop. Okay. It doesn't exactly stop on a dime, so let's bring it down a little. Because we really don't want to overrun. That'll do. Just keep a little bit of throttle just to keep us moving forwards. Maybe a little bit more throttle just to keep us moving forwards. Because we're not there yet. A little bit less. Just drift in. There we go. Beautiful. Nice. Oh wow, that was quick. No politeness, no, let's see how you did. Look at that stop, 0.849 meters. I can live with that. Well, it was a bit of a rocky start. We got there in, we got our gold. Awesome, I'd say, is we do this, right? Let's just make sure we'll just put the old brake on, shall we? Right, hang on. So let's just jump ahead a sec. Oi, let me out. That was weird. It sounded like it was moving. It sounded like it was moving. I'm like, don't move. I'll just put the handbrake on. Oh, how far back was that train? Oh, has it already gone? Oh no, we've missed it. Don't cross tracks. It's not a clever idea. Is it already gone? We've missed it. Yeah, it left already. There it is. Look at the size of it. It's huge. It's held at a light, but we're not going to catch it. Oh well. I'll try and figure out what time is it. 1:10. So about 1:10 from Röderau. I'll try and figure out which service it is, and maybe we'll do that next time. In the meantime, I'll have a little look around because it's pretty. But thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated. It is moving. Why don't move? Yeah, likes and subscriptions are very much appreciated. Ooh, I do not have permission to drive this service. We're just going to roll forwards. There's no one driving it. This is, hey, when I run away train. This is kind of cool. I literally cannot drive it. Oh, well, fine, we'll sit down and just watch. That's very weird. Hey, what's going on? Let's have a look. I'm curious. Is there someone in the other end? No. Wow, we're on a runaway train. That's so cool. Well, the AI cleared it. That's very funny. So we're on an AI-driven train. with no. We're on an AI-driven train with no AI driver. Vision here to develop the stereo. Oh, that's awesome! I've never seen that before. That's hilarious. Shut up. Anyway, like I was saying, I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, like subscriptions, very much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now.